If you think you've seen everything about Yu Menglong, think again. Because what fans are discovering right now is far more unsettling than anyone expected. Across fan forums, reaction channel, and late-night live streams, one question keeps exploding in the comments. Who are those photos really for? And more importantly, what hidden rules are buried inside the videos? This isn't just another celebrity rumor. This is a digital puzzle that has sent the internet into detective mode. Screenshots, frame-by-frame analysis, symbol breakdowns, timestamp conspiracies. And when you connect the dots, it becomes mind-blowing. It began quietly. A few creepy stills from behind-the-scenes footage surfaced. Nothing graphic, nothing illegal, just strange. Unusual angles, odd lighting, expressions that fell out of place. Fans immediately split into two camps. It's just artistic. No, there's something deeper. But then people noticed something disturbing. The same patterns appeared again, and again, and again. The pattern no one saw at first. In multiple videos featuring Yu Menglong, viewers started pausing at specific timestamps. 0:17, 1:11, 2:22. Why these numbers? Because symbols appeared. Not obvious ones. Subtle ones. A hand gesture repeated. A background object positioned precisely. A phrase spoken softly, almost swallowed by music. Coincidence? Or coded message? Here's where things get wild. Some fans believe there are unwritten rules embedded into the visual storytelling. Rules like never look directly into the camera for more than 3 seconds. Repeat certain gestures in odd number intervals. Hide symbolic objects in plain sight. Why would someone do this? Because hidden communication isn't new. Throughout entertainment history, artists have embedded layered meaning in their work. Some do it for art, some for symbolism, some for mystique. But this feels different. This feels intentional. One of the most talked about moments? A slow, almost frozen smile. Not a happy one, not a sad one, but something in between. Body language experts online claimed the smile didn't match the eyes. The posture suggested tension. The lighting cast shadows across half the face, a classic duality visual. Was it cinematic technique? Or visual storytelling meant to imply hidden conflict? In one clip, a reflection in a mirror appears for less than a second. Most people didn't catch it until someone zoomed in. The reflection didn't align perfectly with the camera angle. Now, this could easily be lens distortion, but conspiracy-minded viewers believe it's symbolic. Some claim it represents dual identity, hidden persona, secret message to insiders. Whether true or not, the symbolism debate has skyrocketed engagement, and that's where things get interesting. This is the biggest theory circulating right now. What if the photos weren't meant for the public? What if they were directed at a specific audience? Industry insiders? Private groups? Loyal inner circle fans? In the age of digital storytelling, creators sometimes design layered content that only certain viewers understand. Think about it. Why repeat a symbol unless it means something? Why stage accidental moments that look choreographed? Why include micro details that only appear for half a second? Let's zoom out. Why are people so captivated? Because mystery triggers dopamine. When humans encounter incomplete information, the brain becomes obsessed with filling the gap. It's called the Zygarnik effect. Unfinished information lingers in your mind longer than completed stories. By embedding strange patterns and unexplained visuals, content creators can unconsciously or intentionally increase engagement. So even if there's no secret code, the feeling of one keeps viewers hooked. From a YouTube perspective, this phenomenon is gold. Here's why. Frame-by-frame breakdown videos equals high retention. Comment debates equals algorithm boost. Reaction content equals exponential reach. Mystery titles equals higher click-through rate. People aren't just watching. They're investigating. They're replaying. They're sharing screenshots. And every replay signals to the algorithm this content is addictive. Let's analyze the supposed rules fans claim exist. Rule 1, repetition of 3. Many gestures appear in sets of 3. In storytelling, 3 symbolizes balance, completion, Hidden structure, half-light, half-dark shots suggest duality, often used in psychological thrillers. Awkward silence moments appear before transitions. Viewers report feeling uneasy during these seconds. Brief avoidance of direct camera contact creates distance and mystery. Absolutely. And that's important to say. Cinematic storytelling often uses mood lighting, symbolic framing, psychological expression, intentional ambiguity. Artists like to leave space for interpretation. But the internet loves decoding. Whether there's a hidden rule or not, the fact that people believe there might be one is what makes this trend explode. It taps into curiosity, suspense, fear of missing hidden meaning, community collaboration. Fans become detectives. Detectives become content creators. Content creators fuel more speculation. It becomes a self-sustaining viral loop. What does this say about modern celebrity culture? Today's audience doesn't just consume content. They dissect it. They analyze pixel patterns. They reverse engineer symbolism. And when something feels even slightly off, it becomes a cultural phenomenon. So, who are the photos really for? Maybe they're for the fans. Maybe they're for artistic expression. Maybe they're not creepy at all, just misunderstood creative choices. Or maybe the mystery itself is the point. Because once people start asking questions, they never stop watching. The internet doesn't need proof to create intrigue. It just needs patterns. And once patterns appear, real or imagined, curiosity takes over. The hidden rules theory surrounding Yu Menglong shows how powerful modern storytelling can be. A single frame, a single gesture, a single unexplained pause. And suddenly the world is watching and rewatching, searching for answers. Is it genius marketing, artistic symbolism, or collective overanalysis? That's for you to decide. But one thing is certain. When mystery meets the algorithm, virality is inevitable. Just when everyone thought the mystery was slowing down, it exploded. Viewers went back to rewatch old clips of Yu Menglong, not as fans, but as investigators. And what they found changed the entire conversation. At exactly 1:47 in one circulating clip, something unusual happens. The lighting flickers. For less than half a second. Most people would ignore it, but when slowed down, the shadow behind him shifts in a way that doesn't match the light source. Now, is that camera glitch? Compression error? Post-production effect? Possibly, but here's what made viewers uneasy. The flicker appears in multiple, unrelated videos. Different outfits. Different locations. Same subtle anomaly. Coincidence? Or consistent editing signature? This is where the internet really went wild. Someone reversed a background audio clip and claimed to hear faint whispers. Now, before jumping conclusions, audio pareidolia, hearing patterns and noise, is extremely common, but once a suggestion is planted, your brain starts filling in blanks. Suddenly, thousands of comments appeared saying, "I hear it too. It says something. It's intentional." And that's when speculation turned into obsession. Here's something even more interesting. In several uploads, specific comments were liked unusually fast. Not random praise, but comments pointing out repeated gestures, strange eye movements, background symmetry. Some viewers believe these acknowledgments weren't accidental. They think it's confirmation. Others think it's simply engagement strategy. But the speed and consistency raised eyebrows. Fans began cataloging hand movements. And one pattern kept appearing. A subtle three-finger tap against the surface. Table, chair, wall. Always 3 times. Never 2, never 4. Now in storytelling, repetition builds symbolism. But when repetition is that consistent, it starts feeling like a signal, or a ritual, or a rule. But fans discovered something deeper. In multiple scenes featuring mirrors, the reflection is never centered. It's slightly off. Symbolically, that often represents misalignment, dual identity, hidden self. Cinematographers use this technique intentionally, but the fact that it appears repeatedly across projects, that's what fuels speculation. Viewers began organizing uploads chronologically, and something strange appeared. Every time a creepy photo circulated online, a new video would release shortly after. Some believe the photos trigger the videos. Others believe the videos are responses. The pattern created a timeline theory. Photo speculation, new symbol, more speculation. It became cyclical and addictive. Here's the boldest theory yet. Some fans think the photos aren't messages. They're tests. Tests to see who notices patterns, who connects clues, who stays silent, who speaks up. It sounds dramatic, but online communities thrive on gamified mystery. Alternate reality games, ARGs, have done this before, blending fiction and reality to create immersive experiences. Is this one? No evidence says yes, but no evidence fully says no, and that ambiguity keeps viewers hooked. Mystery creates engagement, but controlled ambiguity creates obsession. When something is almost explainable, slightly unsettling, repetitive but not obvious, your brain enters analysis mode, and the more effort you invest, the harder it becomes to disengage. This is why people are rewatching old clips at 0.25x speed, because maybe, just maybe, they'll catch the missing piece. Another pattern surfaced. Warm lighting during interviews, cold lighting during solo scenes. Contrast, duality again. Warm equals public persona. Cold equals private persona. Now this could be creative direction. But in combination with everything else, it starts feeling like intentional storytelling. In one clip, music fades unexpectedly at 2:22. Exactly 2 seconds of silence. Before the scene cuts, fans began comparing timestamps across videos. And guess what? 2:22 appears repeatedly. Numerology enthusiasts immediately jumped in. 222 often symbolizes alignment, hidden partnership, balance between worlds. Coincidence or subtle callback? If these patterns are intentional, why so subtle? Why not make it obvious? Because subtlety spreads faster. Obvious clues end discussions. Subtle clues create communities, and communities create viral cycles. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Even if there are no hidden rules, the speculation itself benefits everyone involved. More watch time, comments, reaction videos, discussion threads, compilation edits. Mystery content has one of the highest retention rates on YouTube because viewers aren't just watching, they're searching. After weeks of analysis, here's the mind-blowing part. No single piece of evidence proves anything, but the combination of repetition, timing, symbolism, engagement patterns creates the illusion of structure, and humans are wired to detect structure, even in randomness. So the real hidden rule might not be in the videos. It might be in us. Our need to decode, our need to uncover, our need to believe there's more beneath the surface. Maybe, maybe not. But here's what we do know. The photos sparked curiosity. The videos deepened it. The patterns amplified it. And now the entire internet is watching closer than ever. And when people start looking closely, they always find something. Even if that something is meaning we created ourselves. If this pattern continues, expect more subtle symbolism, more analytical breakdowns, more viral reaction clips, more theories layered on top of theories. Because once a mystery begins trending, it rarely fades quietly. Here's the unsettling idea circulating online. The content isn't hiding a code. It's creating one, not through symbols, not through numbers, but through audience reaction. Think about it. Every time a creepy photo trends, engagement spikes. Every time a hidden detail is pointed out, rewatches increase. Every time someone claims to find a clue, more people start searching. The pattern doesn't just exist in the video. It exists in the behavior. Fans notice something strange. Certain frames, random, almost meaningless stills, became the most shared images. Why those frames? Why not the dramatic ones? Why not the obvious cinematic shots? Instead, it was slight head tilts, half-formed expressions, in-between blinks, moments that look unsettling only when frozen. And here's the twist. In motion, they look normal. But paused, they feel different. That's the power of context manipulation. Human faces aren't meant to be studied frame by frame. Micro-expressions last milliseconds. When you freeze them, they can look eerie, suspicious, even creepy. The internet is discovering that by slowing content down, you can create mystery where none existed. So are the photos creepy? Or are they just paused mid-expression? This realization changed everything. Because suddenly, the creepiness wasn't coming from the content. It was coming from the viewer's interpretation. What if the only rule is this? Give the audience just enough ambiguity. Not enough to explain. Not enough to confirm. Just enough to question. Ambiguity triggers curiosity, debate, replay behavior, community building. And the more divided the audience is, the stronger the trend becomes. Another detail fans noticed. Whenever speculation peaks, silence follows. No clarification. No denial. No explanation. Silence keeps the theory alive. Because when you explain a mystery, you close it. When you stay quiet, you let the audience build it for you. In one particular clip, viewers slowed down a mirror shot frame by frame. At first, nothing unusual. But when brightness was adjusted, they claimed to see slight lighting inconsistencies. Experts argue it's compression artifacting. Fans argue it's intentional distortion. Here's the truth. Both can look identical on a compressed platform, and that uncertainty is powerful. There's no confirmed hidden message, no proven code, no verified rule, but there is something real, a masterclass in how ambiguity drives virality. Whether intentional or accidental, the situation surrounding Yu Menglong shows how modern audiences co-create narratives. The internet doesn't just consume stories, it manufactures them. Here's the part no one expected. The more people search for hidden meaning, the more meaning they create. The brain is wired for pattern recognition. Even randomness starts to look intentional when examined closely enough. So maybe the photos weren't meant for insiders. Maybe they weren't coded at all. Maybe they were just moments. And the mystery was born in the comment section. If the hidden rule was simply, let them speculate, would that be the smartest strategy of all? Because nothing spreads faster than a mystery with no answer. And nothing keeps viewers longer than the feeling that they might be one clue away from solving it.